कि इस तरीके से नहीं, उसको हम उस तरीके से धीरे धीरे बढ़ाना चाहते हैं। हम आप प्राइवेट कंपनी चलाने दीजिए, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, कॉम्पिटिशन करने दीजिए, लेकिन उनका परफॉर्मेंस तो देखिए क्या परफॉर्मेंस क्या है। आज एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में होने जा रहे हैं, और एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में भी गए तो एक जो फॉरेन कंपनी आई ICCI रेंज के माध्यम से, उसके महाराष्ट्र और मध्य प्रदेश के भी 2 डिस्ट्रिक्ट उन्होंने पिछली बार एग्रीकल्चर के लिए थे, वो मौसम आधारित फसल बीमा किया था, और उसमें ये क्या था कि इतने ही बारिश होगी तो ये माना जाएगा, इतने पे ये माना जाएगा, और उसका एक नया पैसा किसी किसान को, इतने करोड़ रुपया हमने किसान का और सोसाइटी से ले लिया, लेकिन एक नया पैसा किसान को रिटर्न नहीं दिया। तब परफॉर्मेंस तो देखें, ये पता तो लगाए कि आखिर वो क्या कर रही है। वो हमारे यहाँ के लोगों से, गांव से या किसान से या बाकी भी लोगों से कर रही है, रिटर्न क्या मिल रहा है, उनकी स्कीम क्या है, लेकिन उसकी तरफ नियंत्रण नहीं है। हम नियंत्रण किस पे करना चाह रहे हैं? जो LIC जो इतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस है, जितना अच्छा काम है, जिसके प्रति विश्वास है, जिसके साथ इतने लोग जुड़े हुए हैं, आप उसको फिर उसके विश्वास को खंडित करने का ये एक प्रकार से प्रयास कर रहे हैं। अब मैं आपको अभी बताना चाहता हूँ कि आपने इसमें रियल एस्टेट के अंदर पैसा दिया, क्या आप पता तो लगा लिया रियल एस्टेट तो पैसे का क्या किया? रियल एस्टेट से शहरों के आसपास की सारी जमीनें खरीदी, सारी जमीनें पैसा आपका LIC का और फाइनेंस कंपनी का, और उन्होंने शहरों के आसपास की सारी एग्रीकल्चर लैंड खरीद के रखी है। एक प्रकार से लैंड बैंक बना लिया। वो 10-10, 20-20 साल उसको नहीं बेचती, उसको थोड़ा बहुत डेवलप करा, 5-50 प्लाट बेच दिए, उसके बाद जब उसकी कीमत बढ़ने लगी फिर 5-50 बेचे, फिर 5-50 बेचे। एक तरफ एग्रीकल्चर का नुकसान हो रहा है, प्रोडक्शन कम हो रहा है, खेती कम हो रही है, और दूसरी तरफ LIC के पैसे से और फाइनेंस कंपनियों के पैसे से एक नया लैंड बैंक तैयार हो रहा है। और ये एक प्रकार से ये बैंक के कारण और वो रियल एस्टेट के भाव बढ़ा के कुछ कंपनी और हिंदुस्तान के अंदर लोगों को, गरीब लोगों को, सारे लोगों को आज मकान नहीं मिल रहे, उसका कारण ही है आज यदि जो विकास करोड़ों लोगों का विश्वास आप खंडित करने जाए। इसलिए जो आप लाए हैं, हमारा इसमें कहना है कि जो सुझाव अभी सामने आए, आप जिसकी पूंजी बढ़ाइए, आपत्ति नहीं है, लेकिन उसका उपयोग करने का अधिकार केंद्र सरकार को क्यों होगा? आप शेयर होल्डर्स का पैसा, लोगों का पैसा, इन्वेस्ट करने वाले लोगों का पैसा है, केंद्र सरकार का नहीं। हमने LIC पे विश्वास करके दिया, मैंने यदि पॉलिसी दी है तो मैंने LIC पे विश्वास करके लिए, केंद्र सरकार पे विश्वास करके नहीं लिए। और इसमें केंद्र सरकार का अधिकार आप कैसे सौंपना चाहते हैं? और इसीलिए आप उसको, उसका विश्वास उस पर लीजिए, आप पैसा बढ़ाइए, लेकिन उसका अधिकार LIC के पास में होना चाहिए। फिर इसके बाद में अभी वोटिंग का परसेंटेज है, FDI कितना भी ले ले, लेकिन 10% वोटिंग का पावर है, 10% से ज्यादा वो वोट नहीं दे सकते। लेकिन स्थिति क्या बनेगी कि यदि 49% तक आप पहुंचे, वोट परसेंटेज भी बढ़ेगा, और कल से गवर्निंग बॉडी में, एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में, मैनेजमेंट में, बाकी की चीजें में, डायरेक्टर, बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर, ये सब का सब एक नया इंटरफेरेंस आएगा, और एक प्रकार से धीरे धीरे हम इतने अच्छे नवरत्न और इस कंपनी को प्राइवेट हाथों में ले जाकर बर्बाद करने की कोशिश करेंगे। और इसमें कुछ प्रावधानों पर हमारी आपत्ति है, इन प्रावधानों का हटाइए, उसके बाद यदि आप आते हैं तो निश्चित रूप से हम इसको पास करने में कोई कठिनाई नहीं होगी। यही मेरा निवेदन है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
डॉक्टर भरत कुमार राव।
Sir, I rise here to oppose the amendment bill. Most of the points which I wanted to raise, my good friend Prakash Javadekar has already raised. However, I would like to reiterate some points and make mention of some more. So on the face of it, it looks like it's a very, very simple amendment bill. However, there's a lot that is hidden under the surface. The motive seems to be that the government wants to take more and more control of the LIC, the financial powers of LIC, the administrative control of LIC, and therefore this bill has been brought in. Sir, it has already repeatedly mentioned that you have reduced, you want to reduce the 90% from the existing 95% of the valuation surplus to its policy position. So why this? And the 5% that is left, the government wants to spend it as per its own will and wish. So the basic purpose of having PSU was to give administrative and decision autonomy to the body. So here it is not a strict unit. It is a profit-making, well-managed unit. Despite that, you want to take more control of the corporation. Is it because you want to reduce the share of LIC in the market, particularly after many private players, many multinationals have come in the field? If you reduce the profit margin, the dividend to the shareholder, policyholders, definitely policyholders will be unhappy. They will start looking at the private insurance company. Do you want to have that type of scenario? So at one time, when there was LIC had the monopoly, 100% policy holders were of LIC. Now the private players have come. Now the share of LIC in the market is reducing every day. In such situation, you should have helped strengthen the LIC. Instead, you are reducing the dividend to the shareholder, to the policyholders. What does this mean? This surely means that there is a leakage. There is somebody who is interested in promoting private players against the government-owned LIC. Sir, another thing is how you are attacking the basic economy of the PSU is that you want to spend those 5% as per your own will and wish. How does it happen? If LIC is functioning, and there is a proper structure of directors and chairmen and senior officers, let them decide how to invest. Why the government wants to intervene and decide where to invest? It means you are throwing them in the water with their hands folded in the back, tied up in the back, and say that you swim. How do they swim? If you are deciding where to invest and how to make profit, how do you hold the PSU responsible if there is something wrong happens? Sir, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It is meant, it stings. This policy stings because perhaps the government or people in the government want to oblige certain industries. If it is not true, the government should come out and say why it is doing so. Sir, so far, LIC agents were proud to be LIC agents because they had respect all over. Now let me tell you, many LIC agents in good number, they also take agency of private insurance providers in fake name. If I am LIC agent, I am not supposed to work for any other private company, but I give the agency to my brother, to my sister, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law. Actually, I function. Why it is happening? Because when the LIC agent goes to the client says, I want to take agency of X provider. If I don't have the agency, I have to go back. So here my agent, like a Kirana shopkeeper, he throws five policies to him. One is LIC, the other is X, the another is Y, and then the client chooses. In the process, sir, the LIC is suffering. Not only that, many sir, I'll come to finish in 2 minutes. Many LIC employees, so far those who have taken LIC agency again in the fake name, now they are also running agencies of some private providers. Sir, this is happening because the pride of being LIC is reducing and government is helping them in doing so. So on this issue, I had read a special mention on 19th August, immediately after the original bill was introduced in Lok Sabha. I am thankful to the government that yes, many of the suggestions that I had mentioned in my special mention have been admitted. Standing committee has made some observations, you have admitted. My submission to you that if you want to really be a trustee of the LIC, then also take back the amendment regarding the surplus valuation of and also take back the amendment about your right to spend those 5% extra as per your own will and wish. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sri Y.S. Chaudhary.
Chairman, sir, I raised some discussion about LIC amendment bill. I really do not understand. LIC is a very old giant organization for the past 55 years in this country. It has been functioning extremely efficiently and serving for the nation. And increasing paid up capital from 5 crores to 100 crores or 1000 crores has no relevance because it is at present it is being 100% owned by Government of India, unless government is trying to privatize even LIC something. And because just IREDA have set up this rule, I don't think it is necessary to increase. However, too much of interference from regulatory agencies are making a lot of sectors inefficient day by day. And moreover, there is no accountability for regulatory agencies, what they are doing, how they are impeding the growth of various sectors. And at the same time, reducing policyholders' distribution dividend from 95% to 90% is nothing but making a public sector undertaking more inefficient and not attractive. Like we have already seen that the way our Air India being public sector undertaking, we made it inefficient organization, thereby private sector have increased the benefits. So the LIC also, I am afraid, is also going in the similar line. And I don't find any reason why government should interfere, whereas in the free environment, free liberalization environment, more delegation and empowerment is required to run organizations more efficiently. And today, if it is a prospective thing, again there is another issue. If every policy holder have been expecting to get about 95% of the premium what they have paid and the benefits profits, whereas suddenly if you reduce by 5% and taking the 5% into government fold has no meaning. And it should be left to the various organizations, particularly LIC, being a giant organization, it has proven its own efficiency for the past 55 years, to run on its own based on the market forces. And supply and demand, everything, it acts as per the market forces. By putting all these conditions, not to put divisional officers, not to put agents, not to recruit people and all those things, like RBI has been controlling public sector banks post nationalization, thereby a lot of banks got into a lot of loss-making branches, etc. If we start controlling LIC also, we may fall into the similar line, and I propose this, some of the amendments have to be changed, and I suggest this bill may be withdrawn.
Thank you.